Hello again. I know I said last time that I probably wouldn't get much done before Christmas, but I've got a fairly large job coming into the workshop here, so I really need the space and need to move the van and take it home. So the idea is now to get it to lock up as quickly as I can. So had a busy weekend, and the side panels and the tread plate on the lower section have all been glued on the weekend. The roof is now on and it's all been glued on, and the bulkheads are permanently fitted as well. So let's have a little look. From behind it looks a little bit boxy, but that's just the nature of it. It really is just a big box. Caravan kindly said that I built a shipping container, but once we get a few details and trim finished off, there'll be some black trim over the corner joins here, and then a big black band covering the join of the fiberglass and the tread plate. That will break things up a little bit. So on the front of the van here we have a tunnel boot that goes right through to the other side. We have that in our other small van, and it works really well. It's a really nice place to put all your chairs, outdoor mats and steps, that kind of thing. Gets them out of the way and makes them easily accessible from outside when you want to use them. So on the front of the drawbar here, once I've finished everything else, I'll build a box on there to hold the gas bottles, and there'll also be a slide over the other side with the Weber Q, and that can be slid out and just used there. So that should work quite nicely. In reality, most of the time when we're away, we cook on the barbecue outside, so that's going to be pretty important to get that right. So the front rolled roof section, I've got the internal piece of fiberglass in place now. That's just been dry fit. I'll finish that off hopefully this week, and once that's on, the van is pretty much locked up apart from the windows. So we'll have a quick look inside. The doorway's been cut out, and I'm really impressed with how stiff the panels have come up. It's incredibly strong and very rigid. So you can see the rolled roof section from the inside here. Those two pieces of timber, they're just temporarily to hold its shape. And once that's glued on, they can be removed, and then I'll fit the external piece with some kind of insulating foam in between. I won't use the honeycomb there, only because it's tricky to get to go around the radius corner, but I'll probably just use some high density closed cell foam, glue that in there, and then laminate another piece of fiberglass over the outside. During or later in the week, we'll probably try and get some of the windows in. We've got pretty good weather here at the moment, so we may just pop those in when we take the van home next weekend. The Duralight panels have been for the bulkheads have been glued in now, and they've got a nice edge trim. It gives a nice clean and really very professional look. I'll explain more about the Duralight panels when I do the interior. They look to be a really nice product, and extremely lightweight. So the roof gives a nice bright finish with the fiberglass. It's really a look that we were after, because it's such a relatively small van. We didn't want it to be dark inside, so with all this glossy white, it really makes it look larger, and then we'll add some colour with soft furnishings, and a little bit we'll have a different colour, a wood grain look on the front of the kitchen, and perhaps also some of the cupboards in the toilet area. So the toilet think as you saw last time, is in the corner there, and the shower is working, turning out to be quite a nice space. It's not overly large, but for a 16-foot van, it's ample room. In the roof there'll be a skylight with a fan to give a little bit more light in here, but it's pretty bright in here considering we're inside the shed. So once it's outside, will look quite different. Once we have the van home, I'll mock up the kitchen and also the seating area. It's an area that the seating area is something that we want to be pretty comfortable, so it's an area that we need to spend a bit of time on to get right. And same with the kitchen area, we'll probably mock a lot of it up. I mean, we're pretty fixed on how we want the layout, but we'll just mock that up to get it as we want. You only get one chance to really lay it out properly. The fridge should be here this week, and that will determine where the rest of the appliances go. So most of the van is actually glued together with adhesives. There are very few fastenings holding things together. I've used an MS polymer. The roof is glued on with an MS polymer. The bulkheads are glued in with MS polymers. I don't know if you can see there's a moulding here that's actually riveted to this side of the fiberglass panels, and that's all glued in with the MS as well. These sort of adhesives are structural, and they use them for automotive and buses and aircraft. Everything is glued together these days. There are very few fastenings in a lot of construction. So the aluminium has been glued on with the MS as well, and I didn't want to be able to see a lot of rivets on the outside, so those that are in there will be hidden. So that's pretty much it. Like I say, windows and the door in. I'll wire up the lights for to be able to take it on the road. I'll do that this week, and then we'll take it home over the weekend, and at least I can work on it at nights and when I have a little bit of spare time, rather than taking up this room in the workshop. Alright, well that's over and out for today.